All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tuesday, April 1st, 12:40 in the afternoon. It's 43 degrees. We're up here at Turkey Reserve number 3. And Miss Precious decided to come today. We've been in, basically, last couple days we've been cooped up in the house. One day the contractor, that said I attacked him, was yesterday over at the property. I don't know, guest checking his work or whatever. And then the property manager was there as well. I don't know what they could be doing. They keep coming back there supposedly fixing stuff, but I don't think so. So they want $1,565 a month for rent on the property, or if you want to buy it, they want $175,000. They did at one time on Zillow, lowered it to $169, but it just seems like people just can't seem to get a loan, or they, or I don't know. I guess that's, I don't understand how people can't. And then I think the one guy that I talked to the one time that looked at it with his dad from Scranton. He was a state trooper. I guess he went through the process, and I guess it didn't fall through. I think the whole thing is that people don't want to pay flood insurance to FEMA. I guess they're asking too much now because everything that's happened and all this. They raised their rates. I know that mine's $1,500 a year. It's the same amount as my regular insurance through Allstate. Actually, I think my regular insurance $1,700. Now that I looked at it, $1,700, and then some poopy. Somebody let their dog poop right in the path. That's not great. That's horrible. I should be looking for shell casings. Grab this and see if we can't scoop that poop off to the. There, scooted it off the path. People. Oh, and then today, Weeda Brothers, they're supposed to take care of everything, according to their slogan. We take care of everything. Now this morning I get and even the girl, when I said, hey, I'm going to bring my truck there, do you provide cars? Yes, we provide cars. Okay. And I said, you'll take care of everything. I said, yes, I take care of everything. Well, guess what I got a call today? I got a call from the rent-a-car company. I got a call from the rent-a-car company when Weeda Brothers already have my insurance information. They already have my insurance information. They know my address. They know my phone number. email address because I had to send them the quote from Allstate, and then they got in contact with the lady from Allstate, and Allstate got in contact with them as well because she called, the lady from Allstate called me and said, hey, yeah, I talked to them. And so they have all this information. And, you know, Weeder Brothers could have called me and said, hey, we need this information so we could get your car set up. No. Did not happen. Did not happen. So I have this car company called Culp something, and they are providing the rental car. At the matter of fact, that it's a, I think, little Ford Fiesta, and it's the amount is $39.95 per day. Okay, and then as she was going through, we don't provide insurance. We use your insurance, but we do provide a insurance for $19.90 and $9.99 or something like $9.99. We provide $1,000 of insurance, or you can go with the other plan, $19.99. That covered full coverage. Why would I pay you more insurance to you for renting the car? Why would I do that when you're already saying you're using my insurance? Whatever happens to the car. So basically, like when and then they give me all these stipulations that I can't have dogs in it, I can't smoke in it, I can only go so far, I gotta have the gas tank full when I bring it back, all these stipulations. Well, if that's the case, if I'm using my insurance, and I should be allowed to do whatever I want. But they give you all these stipulations, and then they want to charge you extra for stuff. And see, this was supposed to be all taken care of by Weeder Brothers, because that's their slogan. They take care of everything. They don't take care of shit except your vehicle. So when I take it in on the 7th here of April, I should get it back by the 9th, let's see, 7th, 7, 8, 9, no, I should get it back on the 10th. Should get it back on the 10th. If I take it in on the 7th, which is probably Monday, I should get it back on Thursday. So, Wednesday or Thursday. Which I truly don't understand this. That that they use a slogan, we take care of everything for you, and the girl says we would take care of everything for you, and that's not how it is. That is the totally most ambiguous ad I've ever seen for a car collision place. So, and I gotta understand this too, because they're my neighbors down the street that just got cable. I just did a video on their cable outside my house hanging down, and they don't go behind and check their cable guy. They don't look to see if their cable guy did a good job or not of hooking up their cable. They don't come out the front door and look to see, for cables that's going to their house. Just like in when it snows, they're supposed to be out there and you're supposed to shovel. 24 hours after the storm. No, 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 no. They don't come out. They just let the snow pile up there, and they let me or the other guy with his tractor take care of it. And they got 4 boys, 3 or 4 boys that going on to be teenagers that are just lazy sitting in the house playing video games. They come out in the backyard, like they were out in the backyard the other day, and one of the kids, they have a shed, and it had some fencing for their shed. It was nice green. It was like a porch style thing on the shed, with green poles and this green little fence, and the kid breaks because he hops over the fence. Instead of going around the building, he hops onto that green all his weight, and it breaks the fencing, and then he tries to go back over the fence, which is chain link, and he proceeds to try to tear that down as well. At this point, with them working on the house and the contractor saying I attacked him. Oh, and I looked at him and I said, if I attacked you, you'd be in the hospital. Simple as that. If I attacked him, he would have some sort of welt, some sort of abrasions, some sort of... No, but I hurt his feelings because I came over and I said, I don't want the propane in my yard. I don't want it near my property line. They ran the line on the property line and put it 2 feet away from my property line, which is supposed to be 10 feet from the property line. Yep. They did it just to spite me. And then what gets me is I'm probably not going to get any help from the enforcement guy, because I can already tell by how he's wording his email to me. And you know what? You can Google. You can just Google and you see where it says propane and property line got to be 10 feet from the property line. Plain and simple. You can Google that. But the enforcement guy probably not going to enforce it. And pretty much, I think the old enforcement guy, for what he was doing with propane, is you had to have 100 gallons. You put it next to your chimney. You had it grounded, and the pre-existing chimney was used for the exhaust of whatever. But no, these guys put a PVC pipe out the side of the house, underneath some windows. And I was reading that's a no-no. They could have used the pre-existing chimney to vent the exhaust gases. And this new property manager, I don't like him. The old property manager, at least he worked with me, and I called him when there was things wrong, and then he offered to pay for supplies and my gas for mowing lawn and everything like that. But this new guy, he just along with the ride with this guy that, I attacked him. I didn't attack him. I verbally said out loud, I do not want it on my property, or even near on my property. So if there's any lawyers out there, anybody that can help me with this problem, I guess I need help. Need help because for some reason, I don't know why they don't have, that for some reason, like when I wanted to go work on my house, I had to go get a permit from the borough, but these contractors or whatever, or these that whoever came in and bought this didn't have to get a permit, put it in the window that they're working on the house. They didn't have to get a permit for the house individually. But if I go and do that, I go and work on my house. They come knocking on the door or put a thing in the mail saying, "Hey, you need to come see us. We need you need to give us a permit, or we're going to fine you." You know, even if my grass is too high, my grass is gets a little too high. They're putting a little fucking, excuse my language, but putting a thing in the mail saying, if you don't mow your grass by such and such a date, and we have our guys mow, it's going to cost you $150 an hour. That's ridiculous. It's like, that's what gets me. And this is what the enforcement guy does. He'll just ride around and see high grass or whatever, and oh. Hey, this is the house you need to send a letter to. You know, why? You know, you're gonna do that type of crap to the people who pay your salary and whatnot, and pay your taxes, and just because my it could be my side bedding of where my flower bed is. Sometimes that gets little grasses like this right here. Gets grass like that on the back corner, and oh my God, gotta mow your lawn. Oh goody, Rocky's pooping. Oh, I didn't even turn that around. I'm so fed up and frustrated with. And then like it's every 3 months. Every 3 months you get a water bill, and that's about $300 a month. I'm not $300. $300 every quarter. So you're looking at, or wait a minute, last time it was $389. So $400. It went up. It was $300 a month. Then it went up. So it's now $400 a month. So 4 times 4 is $1,600 a year for water, sewer, and garbage. They automatically charge you garbage unless you call them and say, "Hey, I don't want garbage." They automatically charge you garbage. What else? Then on top of it, let's see here. Every year you get you pay your 1% when you do your taxes. It goes to the school district. Then you in about April, May time frame, you'll get another bill in the mail that you have to pay $279.80. So you might as well say $280 to the school district. So it used to go to an office in Likens, but then for some reason they consolidated, and now it goes to Harrisburg, to some sweet number in Harrisburg. This $279.80, and that's for one person, and that's even if you stay one day in somebody's household. It's like you can't even have visitors here. If somebody like neighbor or something, oh, you got somebody staying with you, they'll call, and then you have to, then that person will get a bill from the they don't even prorate. They won't prorate or nothing. Sounds like that. I passed the guy that mows the lawn up in here. He was on the tractor. He was going up the road. I just hear him now passing my truck. I hear the tractor going by there. The tractor's making distinct sound, and it's got got the thing on the back of the instead of having the wings, it just right on the back of the. So, I don't know. City life ain't that good. Or town life here. We're the most highly taxed state besides California. Recently, oh look, there's a cigarette. It looks like a marble cigarette butt. Yeah. Yep. So it's no wonder they can't. $1,565. And since they were there yesterday, and then they probably added. And what gets me is they hire this guy, the company or whatever hires convicts. There are convicts that are working on the house next door. Because I listened to the couple of them when they were putting the roof on. Putting the roof on the house, saying that they had to report to their PO on such and such a day, and they were going out partying, and then talking about the drugs they consume, and yeah. I'm just listening to it all, and then I was sitting there waiting on the guy, though, because I needed him to clip a limb, and the guy never clipped, so I packed up my stuff because it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and it's like, I gotta go in and make dinner for the dogs and whatnot, and so I packed up my stuff, and then I walked outside, and the guy looks down at me when he was on top of the roof. Hey, you got your saw? I'll do it now. Like, you just watched me pack it up, and you were standing right there when I asked you, and you said, "Oh, I'll get to it in a little bit." Well, you could have did it. Could have did it right then and there and done it over with, but no. I'm just so people passing the buck, and here I thought it would be a good idea to go with a local person, go with my neighbor. I think it's his business, but no, it just straight up been horrible. Could have had I probably could have had if I would have went with the Allstate and took it down to wherever and just had my buddy, my friend, take me down to the car place when it was done. That would have probably been a whole lot better than what I'm dealing with now. I thought it would be a better idea, but my truck would have probably been already fixed by now. Or they would have been like, oh, wow, you know, your truck here. And then they would have, like, tried to get me into another upgrade, per se. That's the only reason why I didn't want to go down to those big, giant companies, is because I didn't want the upgrade. And then every time I turn around, they're calling, they're not doing their job. This Wheater Brothers don't do their job. They said they take care of everything. I didn't see anything they taken care of. Since I had to tell I got the call this morning, and like the car is going to be there at 8 o'clock on the 7th, Monday. So, Rocky, come here. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing, Rocky? What are you doing? See? They drove past. They drove past, and you're going to go out there and run in the middle of the road and be a grease spot. You just stand there staring at me. Look at him. He's just staring at me. What are you doing, lady? What are you doing? Come on. I think we need the longer walk. That's what I think we need to do. I just don't understand people like say they're going to do something and not do it, and then you put an advertisement on saying that we take care of everything, and you tell me that there are cars on the lot. Now this person that called me says, we will be bringing the car to you at 8 o'clock. So they didn't take care of anything at Wheater Brothers. So far. So far they have not taken care of anything. Except me getting charged a $50 deposit. Gonna hop in, we'll go somewhere else. We'll go somewhere else to walk. Yeah? Alright, little lady. Man, their hair grows back so fast. Their gray hair. Little gray hairs. I love you, buddy. Don't want you to be a grease spot. Yeah, don't want to be a grease spot. Yeah. 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 Lady, I guess cruising with her son. Trying to find a place to walk, I guess, maybe. Alright. Well, you made me feel better. Thank you for listening. And I'm going to go here. We're going to go find another place where we can walk maybe a little bit longer. Because we haven't been out in a couple days. It seems like we come out and then we stay home for a couple days and then we come out. It just seems that way. So, alright. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next video.